Hi guys, my name is Dubbledibz and I'm a trumpet player from Belgium. This video I'm going to try to answer the question that's on nobody's mind: is bigger better? Everybody does seem to think that bigger is better. Buildings, boats, houses, cars. But the question that I'm asking is the question you never thought of and never should think of: are big ass musical instruments better than their average family members? I went on YouTube and I went in search for videos of the biggest wind instruments that I could find. To be fair, I didn't put a lot of work in it and not a lot of time, so I probably did not find the biggest ones. It's not only going to be is bigger better, these instruments are so enormously big that I'm even wondering if it's usable in a musical context. I mean, they're probably gonna make sound, but can you play a melody on it? Can you play it in a group? Anybody gonna wanna listen to you when you play it? So the question isn't only is it better, it's also can you even use it? So the first thing I'm gonna show you guys is what the instrument looks like and sounds like in its most common form. And the first example I'm going to show you is from a flute. We call it in Belgium a dwarsfluit. I don't know what it's called in English. And the first example I'm going to show you is from the legendary band Focus. I don't know if that's the best example to show you the sound of the flute. I just wanted to show you this awesome Belgian band from the 70s. I actually got to show you the singing part as well. Alright, if this band seems interesting to you, I'm gonna put a link in the description so you can look them up. They're really nice. And now for the big version of the flute. And now we're gonna listen if bigger is actually better. Just remember the awesome flute solo. What we're gonna listen to is now a sub-contra bass flute. Fuck this. Sounds cool. How practical it would be to actually use it in a band, in any formation. I don't necessarily see it in a band. I more get the feeling that it's more of a gimmick, maybe. I mean, I do like it. It's pretty cool. Is bigger better? I mean, in this case, I wouldn't say so. I enjoy the flute solo of Focus way more. Next video. The next instrument I'm gonna show you is a trumpet. And I'm gonna show you the trumpet solo of, again, a legendary Belgian band called Placebo. Again from the 70s. I guess the 70s were the best years for Belgian music. This video is more or less just me showing you awesome Belgian bands. No, it's the last one, I promise. And you can see there, the guy on the left also holding a trumpet. He's my, or he was my trumpet teacher. Such an awesome guy. That was the Belgian Placebo, which was, they were before the English Placebo. So, obviously they're from the 70s. Also, I'm gonna put them in the description below as well, because they're so awesome. And now we're gonna look at the world's largest trumpet. We're gonna see, is bigger better?
Now this is 8 feet. complete a legitimate trumpet. It's the only one of its kind. We borrowed it from the Janssen collection of musical instruments at Claremont University College in California. Gentlemen, we are grateful to you for that. Now, although this instrument is a trumpet, what is its official name, Don?
It should be called a contrabass trumpet, Gary.
Contrabass trumpet.
Contrabass trumpet.
Contrabass trumpet.
Well, now, I think a little explanation is in order here. If we say it's a trumpet, we say he's a tuba player. Why did we not hire a trumpet player? Why do we need a tuba player instead, Don?
Blah, 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 the mouthpiece is too big.
We have said this was probably originally conceived as an adjunct to a symphony orchestra and just didn't catch on. But it also can be used for jazz, as Don Butterfield will demonstrate now. Lullaby of Birdland, and you got Norman Paris to back him up. So Don and Norm, go.
It sounds way better than, for instance, the big flute. This could actually be used in a band. It looks very silly and you need two people to hold it, so it's very clumsy. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's better. I do prefer this version more than the big version, but I would still consider this a usable instrument. Is bigger better? Not in this case, but it's very cool. If anybody can send me this trumpet, I would be very grateful. The next video we're gonna watch is Tuba Solo, played by Marcus Walker. There are no great tuba players from Belgium, so I didn't really find any examples of a Belgian tuba player, sadly. And I don't really know Marcus Walker. I don't really know. I'm very curious. Let's listen if the more common version, how that sounds. I'm actually not that familiar with the sound of a tuba. I would already almost think that can't get any bigger and be playable and enjoyable to hear. So it's the tuba is called the Titanic Tuba.
What you do with a tuba like this, it's a conversation starter. It's something that you walk by and you say, wow, look at that giant tuba. Something to really get people into the store. The tuba has been with Carl Fischer since its origin in about 1900. First in the store in the Lower East Side. Then in the
Already it's not really meant for music, apparently.
Well, when I walked in and saw the tuba for the first time, I immediately wanted to play it.
Kind of sounds like a jackhammer, like.
If it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. You can play fundamental tones on it. But I think that's the fundamental.
It is not a normal tuba. It doesn't actually have any pistons and valves. It can only play the fundamental pitches.
Wait a minute! What do you mean it doesn't have pistons and valves? You're saying it and then you're showing it. It's right there on the screen.
It doesn't actually have any pistons and valves. It can only play the fundamental pitches. It doesn't actually have any pistons and valves.
It doesn't sound pretty. You can only play the fundamentals. I would definitely say that bigger isn't better. Is the Titanic Tuba the official name, or is that just the name that they gave it? That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and maybe subscribe. I make 1 or 2 videos every week, so if you want to keep up to date with that, please subscribe. And also ring that bell button so you get notified with whenever I put out a video. I'm really tired, I'm going to sleep. And to all you trumpeters out there, happy bugling.